What's up, man? What's good with y'all, man? Once again, it is I, Jay, otherwise known as Giovanni if you're trying to be federal. And today we got a fun episode, man. Here we're joined by a good friend of mine, fellow creative, DJ, and producer, Uncle Kizzy. Well known for his creative custom-made flips within the Black Canon. What is going on over here? Nigga, you fit. And yeah, today we had a fun episode, man. We talked about a wide range of topics, whether it be West Coast hip-hop to Black youth anthems, along with unsung R&B guitars. Very nerdy, in-depth talk. If you a motherfucker that's anything like me, then I promise you will enjoy this. This is a great time recording. Stay tuned, man. And yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of This Is Not the Podcast. I just got another friend that forced me to break the formula, you know what I'm saying? This is my guy, Uncle Kizzy, Kai, producer extraordinaire. Welcome, you know what I'm saying? All the way to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
All the way to Brooklyn, man, from Philadelphia.
Bushwick. Yes,
Bushwick, Brooklyn. Absolutely. Yeah, just keep getting more specific, The cafe is already, whatever. It's cool. How you feeling, man? We had a chaotic day.
Yeah, we did have a chaotic day. I'm still feeling very, very optimistic.
He's feeling optimistic about this episode, guys. That's what he means. That's
all right.
About this.
But no, I've been, lately, my perspectives on life have been changing.
Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah. You're being like that ass.
No, I'm being so serious right now. I've been, a lot of things have happened in my life that God has been testing me to not fall into the same patterns.
Yeah.
And I've been listening, and it's been paying off. So.
Nah, that's great. Yeah, especially I know you've been at this for a little bit. You seem to be a professional DJ now. You know what I'm saying? Pro DJ.
Apparently. Apparently you could be a pro DJ now in a year.
Leak my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Leak my nigga. Oh my God. No, that's honestly great though. It has been great to see you. You did Dreamville last year, I think. You know what I'm saying?
I did. My first DJ gig ever was during Dreamville weekend in North Carolina.
That was last year?
Yeah.
So it's been a full year pro DJing now.
Yeah, basically.
How's it been?
I will say it's been very humbling experience. I think a lot of what I think is gonna happen doesn't ever actually happen.
Word.
So it's different from me, because I used to gig playing guitar and stuff like that, and whatever the outcome was exactly how I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
But for DJing, no.
I can imagine that's more the crowd interaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, I think depending on what the party is and what you promote it as, then people would be like, oh.
So the vibe has to shift.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, I did a gig out in Charlotte. 2 Chainz' DJ, this guy named DJ Eastside.
Okay.
He
shout out.
Yeah, shout out DJ Sud. He got me a gig.
Water just hit
Kyle. Water just hit me in the face, bro.
It's sprinkling out. It looks cool, but
it
don't feel cool.
We're in hell.
It looked fun, but it ain't. I think that's a Tyler. Shout out Tyler.
Yeah, but nah. So I was basically did a gig in Charlotte, and the party was called Busted Speakers, and the entire event is supposed to be known for you come here to hear really good music.
Yeah.
And there's no section culture. No, none of that. You come here to dance and you come here to have fun and hear music that challenges you. And so...
Word. So people come here to be challenged.
So I did that entire gig and got the best outcome from any gig I've ever done.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's so great. I mean, I will say one thing about you, and I found you on TikTok because of your sounds and what you're doing with the flips and things of that nature, along with putting original production under it and things of that nature. So yeah, I guess while it is immediate, if you know the songs, which a lot of the times you may, if you're cultured enough, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna know a good amount of the songs, but you do flip it, and it does inherently challenge you a little bit to maybe not even like it, but just receives a song.
Exactly.
You know, like hearing a Frank Ocean song with like the internet or like Polo the Don motherfucking instrumental. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
that's hard to me though. But yeah, when I first found you, bro, I was just like, this nigga's vision's different. You know what I'm saying? His ear different.
Thanks,
you know?
man.
It is great though. It was really. I like to think our relationship has blossomed since then. You know, I like to think we've become somewhat of friends. You know what I'm saying?
We're very close.
Very close. Nah, so yeah, it was dope, bro. I think in regards to your journey, it has been great to see your progression all the way up to like
thank you for
what you're doing now. Yeah, of course, bro. And you're like a producer. There's other things you do outside of the party atmosphere. So it's just been great to see you like further your journey. Like
yeah, man. I mean, I think for DJing has only been like a certain asset of mine that I've just added onto the. It's another asset I hold onto the holster, onto the utility belt. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, like I think because like obviously I'm mainly a producer. I think people know me from producing, from playing guitar, from like somewhat being an artist for like a very short amount of period of time. But I think a lot of people more now know me as like, oh, the Instagram DJ or the mashup. Are you the mashup nigga?
Yeah, mashup nigga. Yo, you be doing the shit. The song switch shit.
That's you.
That shit hard, nigga. Yeah. Nah, you got some cosigns though. That's a good thing, bro. For the most part, but having some sort of recognition, a lot of DJs don't get that. You know what I'm saying? So that's either way. You got a brand.
I do have a brand.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sticking with it.
I do got a question. What led to that name?
So I think at first, for me, when I was in college, everybody used to say I acted like an uncle.
Bro, you know what's so funny, bro?
What?
Niggas told me the same shit in high school, bro.
Really?
On my soul. On my soul. Niggas, we do got old vibes. I ain't gonna lie.
So like when I was in college, like people used to tell me that I acted like an uncle or that my mannerisms like reminded them of their uncle or something.
So they called you Uncle Kizzy?
No, they didn't call me Uncle Kizzy. They called me Uncle Kai. When I was some people called me Uncle Kai in college.
Niggas would call me Uncle Joe. I hated it so bad.
Damn, that's terrible. I feel for you.
Worst nickname ever. Continue. I'm sorry.
But so I think Kizzy just came from trying to figure out how to like not shorten my name, but make it so that like the K is still involved. Yeah. So then I was like, Kiz, like, I was like, Uncle Kai doesn't sound like. I mean, it sounds cool, but whatever. And then I was like, Uncle Kizzy, and I was like, okay, well that sticks now.
Very Snoop Dogg adjacent. I think it's hard.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I would have been like Young Nizzle.
Young Nizzle is insane.
Young Nizzle.
That's so wild.
Yo, fuck with that. That would have been hard,
you know what that
bro.
gives, bro? Have you remember? Damn, what's the movie? Don't
be a menace while drinking orange juice. In the
sorry,
hood.
Don't bother me. You remember?
Sorry to bother you. Never seen it. You don't know why I haven't seen it? I'm
why?
a little ignorant. Like I'm as much as I like to think I'm an open-minded like movie freak. Like I love all this shit. I want to be a director one day. The reason I didn't watch Sorry to Bother You is because I heard about the horse dick scene, and I ain't trying to see no.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
We're gonna cue it right now. I'm playing.
So there was one night. Funny story about that movie. There was one night where me and Chloe.
I knew you were gonna say you're watching with your girl. That's hilarious.
I had to, baby. I'm bringing you up in every interview. Don't matter.
Shout out Chloe.
Shout out Chloe. I love you, girl. So basically, like, we were trying to figure out what to watch for a movie, and then I was like, we should watch Sorry Don't Bother You. It's like supposed to be really good. And then like, and I think that's the name of it. I think
Sorry to Bother You.
Sorry to Bother You, right? Yeah. So we were trying to watch. I was like, babe, we should put on Sorry to Bother You, and then she was like, okay. And then we were watching it, and obviously, like, you know, until it gets to that part,
it's fire, is what I heard.
Right? And no. We were like, okay, I'm with it, and then I was
horse
with it,
dick.
And then I was just straight horse dick, and then I was like, oh, I was like, this took a crazy ass turn.
Bro, I'm gonna watch it today just to make sure, like, just to prove to myself, like, I'm not toxically masculine. Like, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an open-minded liberal guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah, you do like that movie though. That's like, where you rank it? Like, is it one of your favorites?
It's a good movie, but I'm not ranking it anywhere.
Oh, where I got you. Okay. Shout out to Lakeith though. Any nigga that made it in Hollywood named Lakeith, fire. As someone whose middle name is like Leonard. Hey. Listen, bro, I feel him. That's like a cousin of mine, damn near.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But nah, I will say though, like since we've gotten to know each other, it has been a lot of I feel like anytime something important happens in music, or anytime something like crazy is happening, we will call each other.
Yes.
We called each other during the Drake and Kendrick beef so many
So
times.
many times.
So many times. We called each other during so many instances. But I will say one thing we always do, whether we realize it or not, sometimes I peep it. We be predicting shit a little bit.
Before it happens,
Remember so when I was working on J.Radio 2, coming soon. When I was working on it and I was talking to you about it, one thing that we were stressing to each other was like West Coast and how there is such a bias against West Coast music and how much we love music from like the Bay and music from LA and shit like that.
Bro.
And then the Drake and Kendrick beef happened after that. And since then, bro, the West Coast has been going crazy, man. And even before that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, and to add on to that, I think, you know, one of the things I love about the West Coast sound is that like there's so much integrity into it.
Yeah.
And I feel like anybody that decides that, like, you know, anybody brought up into LA, anybody brought up into that, like, you know, in the Bay or you know, in any region of you know, any region of California,
yeah,
they're gonna adopt that sound by nature because that's what they grow up hearing.
The whole coast, yeah.
You know, and like I think the reason why I like, you know, I have such a deep appreciation and like love for that sound is because it gets people dancing.
For sure. The bounce is crazy.
The bounce is crazy. And then two,
niggas hate on the bounce. How you hate on bounce? How you hate on... I never get that shit. Niggas will hear YG.
Y'all want to stand in the club and do absolutely nothing and stare at women that you never going to talk to.
Bro, I don't know how you listen to YG, BPT, and you're like, no.
And you're like, and this is what you do.
Just looking at everyone. I got a story about that. We'll talk about that later.
So basically, like, to me, I just feel like when that sound has been like so prominent for, you know, in that, you know, for that in that region for so long that there hasn't been anybody going, you know, I don't think a lot of people say like, oh my God, here go another West Coast thing. Like,
it's rare.
It, you know, or like all the West Coast shit sounds like this. Like, you know, we need to do something new.
The West Coast isn't repetitive.
No, it's not. And I feel like, and there's a lot of ways that they try to like switch up the sound if they want to make something interesting, change it around and stuff like that. But at the same time, and when we were having a conversation about the Kendrick and Drake beef, as soon as Not Like Us came out, I was like, it's dog, over. His entire album is gonna sound extremely West Coast.
Yeah, we said that.
And we predicted it, and it happened.
Because you kind of saw the writing on the wall, because again, Kendrick's stressing culture and being where you're from, and he's talking about all this Atlanta shit. You stood from Atlanta. I was like, oh, okay, he's gonna be super West Coast. Yeah. I don't know what part of the West Coast, because you went to the Bay. I thought his whole shit was gonna be West Coast, but I didn't think it was gonna be the Bay. I thought, because it is very like heavy. I know niggas hate when you mention him. What's his name?
Drakeo
the Ruler.
Yes. But here's the thing: people don't understand that like Drakeo is so influential to LA. Like,
super.
A lot more. Like, you know, you have like
controversial guy, but yes, very influential.
You have your legends.
God damn.
Come on, bruh.
Shout out to the garbage man. Continue. Yo, by the way, I just made the connection last year that waste man in Britain, they're just referring to garbage people, and they call niggas waste man as an insult. That's so disrespectful. Have some respect for your blue collar workers, Brian. What's wrong with you niggas, man?
Wait, so wow, that's crazy.
Shout out to YT. That's fucked up, bro.
No, shout out to YT. That new album is hard.
The black British niggas going crazy.
No, black the UK opium. Y'all got it on lock. Now you go, you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
UK opium is so disrespectful. They are going crazy though. Shout out Jim Legacy.
Y'all going crazy. Yeah. So, cause if Cardi don't got us, y'all got us. So basically, so to me, like, you know, there's also a lot of like, you know, you have like, say you're from a part of a, you know, you're from a city, right? So like, if we could talk about Chicago, you talk about, you know, I'm gonna use this as an example, but you have like a rapper that's from a city that everybody's world that is like widely known, and then you have like a rapper from the city, from that same city, but is a local legend that actually laid down like,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah,
and
that's
like
the thing.
People called in them to be like, oh, not like, I'm pretty sure like Kendrick was probably like, oh yeah, like, you know, everybody was like, oh, he stole the flows from Drakeo. He didn't steal the flows. He's not copying. It's homage, bro. And I
Yeah,
think a
it's
lot of people don't
inspiration.
understand. I think, especially nowadays, bro, I feel like a lot of people do not understand the difference between homage and paying respects to the people that came before you.
Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know enough about the West Coast politics to give my whole insight on that.
Well, I mean, like, this is just from what I'm not, what I
What
know.
I will say though, out clear inspiration. That's what I will say, and I think. And I think either way, Kendrick did a great job of paying respects to the West Coast. He put everyone on a fucking song. Let the Gunplay got an outro. He got everybody.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm
know.
saying? But nah, I think the West Coast bounce and just in general is amazing. But I think a great thing that you pointed out was like integrity.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare that there's a West Coast artist that's mainstream and they're bad at making albums. Every West Coast artist that makes it mainstream, whether it be YG, whether it be Blast, whether it be motherfucking
Schoolboy Q.
the producers, nigga, bro, Mustard has great albums, bro. Perfect 10 is a great album. The last one he did, Dijon? What do you name it? What was the last one? Faith of the Mustard Seed?
Yeah, Faith of Mustard Seed.
Great album.
Yeah.
That's just how
They
he gets
put. I'm telling you, bro. I don't think I've never. Vince Staples.
Vince Staples, great album.
Bro, Vince Staples has had
Tyler.
solid album after solid album after solid. I'm telling you, bro. West Coast artists like that make it mainstream.
Yeah.
The integrity and the art, the art is at the forefront every single time. You can, I think, you know, I don't, no shade to Atlanta, but I think like, but I think like when you have like rappers like, you know, but I think when
Atlanta mixtape culture, I think I don't know much
well,
about.
not even that.
I think that influences the output amount of artists though, and that influences the album culture of that area.
Yeah, because
I think
no, that okay, that
flooding
makes sense.
the streets,
I feel you.
getting played in a Magic City historically, not now.
Right, but
getting to Magic City, flooding the streets, making sure you got enough shit out so niggas can constantly bang your shit. The Gucci Mane method. I think that's like Atlanta culture.
Yeah.
And I think that influences the music output.
Output
Like Cardi
probably-
waited years, but nigga, he dropped hella fucking songs. I don't see
'Cause he
Cardi
knew-
dropping that
yeah.
many songs without Gucci Mane existing, without
without
the Jeezy.
you make a
J-
really
Jeezy
good
drama.
you make a really good point.
I think your location and the artists that are from there influences how you view albums.
How you
Not
yeah.
all the time.
but depending on you
Yeah.
know? Well, yeah, okay. So like I guess that's why like, you know, for some, you know, Future can drop like 2 albums in a year
Yeah.
and then people can be like,
But
"Oh,
yeah, you're right.
cuz Future did drop 3 albums last year."
Yeah, but it's like the thing that Future does that I like, which I guess is similar to Cardi now. It's like he'll wait
Yeah.
and then he'll just drop everything, but he'll wait, and
But
that's
he'll
something
wait.
I do fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like not having to feel like you got to feed everyone all the fucking
All the time.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Also for the niggas watching, if you see water come in here and then I drink it and I don't notice, don't say nothing. Just you know what I'm saying? Don't comment anything. I just want to point that.
Nah, for real facts.
But nah, yeah, I think that is like a heavy thing, but. There's so many of my favorite artists are from the West Coast.
I think
And-
every single one of my favorite rappers is from the West Coast. Bro.
That's hilarious. Us being from the South though, and the East Coast, you don't hear much West Coast praise, and this is something I've noticed. Like even when you go to New York, rarely do you hear motherfuckers talk about the new album from Blast or YG or anyone really,
Yeah,
bro.
basically.
It's rarely you. They never
In the
gonna-
South, bro.
Schoolboy Q, they not gonna talk about
No,
Schoolboy
of course
Q
they're
in the
not.
South.
In the South, they're gonna be like Tyler.
The ones that care are gonna point it out.
Yeah.
But everyone else is not gonna care, and I don't know why that is. I think it's like, I think the reason is because the West Coast is so big, the South is so big, but you don't recognize like how far apart they are because the West Coast, a large amount of it is California.
California, yeah.
So it's gonna be regional. It just so happens that everyone in California is listening to California music because nigga, it's California.
Even
It's one location.
even in like, I was talking one of my followers or whatever reached out to me and we had a conversation about how like he's from Seattle and he was like all we play up here is literally Bay Area and LA music because he was
Yeah.
like what else do we have?
Yeah,
He
I got
was
a
like,
homeboy from Colorado. He was telling me he was listening to Nipsey all the time. I'm like, what?
that's crazy. That's so
it
wild.
Makes sense,
it makes
though.
sense. It makes sense.
Like that's like someone from Louisiana listening to Kodak. Like that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Even though Louisiana's music culture runs deep.
crazy. Waste man. And there's nothing wrong with that. But same thing with like someone listening to Youngboy from in Florida. Like it's like the same shit.
Yeah. I was about to say I'm pretty sure like a lot of young kids and especially Florida, their favorite you pick out 10 kids, like, at least 7 to 10 of them are gonna say YoungBoy is their favorite rapper.
Nah, yeah. I mean, why does it got to be Florida though? I feel like that's just a lot of people. I got to point that out like that. Nothing wrong with it, but like, let's move on.
Bro, you trying to call me?
Bro,
Okay, all right, hold on.
I'm joking with you. I was just
No,
joking,
I know, but all right, let me flip it.
You don't gotta make it weird. It's cool. It wasn't weird. You're good. You don't gotta like explain.
Athletes.
Nah, now you just calling us niggers.
Fuck
That out. It's cool. But no, okay. What I will say though is like the regionalism is what I'm saying. It's like the West Coast is its own region, so that's why you're only gonna hear a lot of it there too. Like it does make sense partially. But either way, I think it's great. One thing I do have a story to say is like, again, YG in Florida, heavy rotation during the peak era. Mustard, My Crazy Life, Still Brazy.
Mm-hmm.
I made a video talking about this crazy run.
Yo, Still Brazy is an amazing
record. Terrace
album.
Martin produced. What are we talking about?
Bro.
That Terrace Martin album that came out in 2021 is crazy too. I think it's called Signal. I forgot what it was.
Valdez, are you talking about Valdez off Crenshaw?
It's the red girl on it.
Oh, that's called. I think the album's called Drones.
Yeah, Drones.
Yeah.
Great album. Continue though. I'm sorry.
But so, also, speaking of Terrace Martin, the first time I ever heard when YG announced that Still Brazy was coming out.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Twist My Fingers. Oh my God!
Twist My Fingers is insane.
Insane
I can't
song.
lie to you. I'm not from the West Coast,
but I felt like I was.
Never perpetrate. May have crip walked at age 14 when I heard that shit. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is crazy.
I remember when the first time I played that beat. Oh my God, my life was changed.
What?
My life was changed.
But I woke up in my Lolo or Polo. What do you say? I wear my socks like a cholo.
Oh my God, bro.
No, when he said I got a mill in the. Oh wait, no, that's not even the same song.
That's not the same song.
Yeah, I just really like. No, that is. I got a mill in the tuck. That's a background check.
Yeah.
Damn. Watch how they hurt my pocket. And then with the I ain't got it.
Yeah. No, that is the same song.
Right?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I got a mill in the cut. That's a background check. Is a fucking.
That's a bar.
Yeah, that's real hip hop. Cue the flex. Amazing, but no, that album was amazing. I think that whole era, like I really liked YG, and that was like a whole thing. But yeah, man, so you like? I feel like you like Still Brazy. I feel like you told me that you like Still Brazy more than My Crazy Life.
Well, to be completely honest, I have not listened to My Crazy Life in full. Which I know I'm slacking, but I will. And the reason why I will, I saw a tweet recently that was like,
just go do that, bro. Continue though. I'm sorry.
I know I will go do that. Trust me.
Do your homework on My Crazy Life.
But somebody was like, Good Kid, Mad City, and My Crazy Life are basically cousin albums.
Oh yeah, they got their Twitter shit off. Yeah.
They're basically like brother. They're basically like brother albums. Like on one side, there's like
No, that's fair. I think because it came out during that era, it brought the West Coast sound, and then YG and Mustard made a sound. So it's like Wild Kendrick. It was a perfect storm because Wild Kendrick is introducing his own existence. There's a West Coast sound happening, so now it's a moment. You know what I'm saying? When Who Do You Love first dropped, bro, and you hear the doo-doo, and I'm like a kid, it sounds like a nightmare. It sounds like, then you hear YG, I be selling drugs. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Bank of account got 6 figures. Bank of America account, bro. That whole era, it was just like YG had so many quotables off that album. So whether you listen to the whole album in full or not, you listen to so many songs. And one of the songs, Left Right.
Right? I knew you was gonna bring that up. Oh my God, Left Right is such a banger.
Right is fucking amazing.
I know.
Left Right, if Left Right came out in the South, that would be that, like, Left Right to me is like the West Coast
Back That Ass Up.
Back That Ass Up.
Yeah.
You don't understand. But listen, growing up, I had never, you don't hear YG at parties, right? So I would listen to Left Right all the time, and I'd be like, dude, I know where this could go. I know where, like, folks can take it, but they don't take it there, right?
Yeah.
Then I went to a party in LA.
And then your whole life changed.
Brother, I was in Compton. I went to a college party in Compton, bro.
This is crazy. This is insane lore. I'm not gonna hold you.
My lore is crazy.
Yeah.
But when I get old and I got kids, the dad lore gonna be insane. I lived a life. You know what I'm saying? So I was in Compton, and we went to a photo shoot, and then I met some people. They're actually my friends now. I met like this group of girls. They invited us to a college party that was going on. There was a party going on at USC and a party going on at Compton from the Kappas. They're like, fuck that USC shit. That's that white people shit. I said, heard you.
We going to the campus.
We're going to Compton.
We going to the Compton parties.
Compton, I was with my homeboy. Me and him looked at each other. They're like, don't even do that. They got mad. I was like, oh shit, my bad.
Oh, they got mad at you?
I feel like.
But I mean, it's
you
probably
get used to people acting like that when they tourists and not from the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, this is a Kappa party in Compton. I'm like, this should be interesting.
Right, exactly.
I ain't see no red at that function, nigga. They was not. That let me know. I was wondering, I'm like, do they wear red?
You technically would have had two gangs. You would have had.
That's what I'm saying.
Bloods and Kappas.
It Bloods and Kappa. Well, it's like Compton they got the blue parts too.
Right.
I think I was in the blue part because I ain't see no red in that shit.
That's crazy.
Niggas ain't do no stepping. No stepping.
No strolling.
Shout out to them though. Shout out to Cap. No hate at all. I was just, get serious over there. Anywho, we're having a good time. They playing West Coast music. I'm like, this is amazing. I just heard Blast 8 times. This is like the greatest day of my life.
Oh my God.
Because you don't hear this shit.
That would be so good.
So like they playing the twerk shit now. They playing you working with some.
Well, like, here's the other thing too. LA parties always play Back That Ass Up because like literally LA and Louisiana literally have like some kind of like synergy together because
they eat gumbo over there, bro.
They also share like the same kind of like
the
musical
music. How they dance is the same too.
Yeah,
the jugging and all that.
Yeah,
it's because of the Great Migration. A lot of them came from New Orleans or Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anywho, Left Right comes on. I was like, yeah. I was like, this.
That man saw light flash before his eyes.
This is how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
This is how you supposed to visualize the song. That image has never left my head. I want you to understand, like, every anticipation you have of a song, it's like as if I made the song. I'm like, I know this song can do this when it plays in the right crowd.
So when I do it,
in the right crowd. And I was like, nigga, you would have thought I was the DJ. How happy? I was just smiling, look at everyone. I'm like, yeah, this is amazing. I've never witnessed a party go that up to a mustard beat in my life because I'm from the South. So when you see that happen, it's like, I'm just happy. So that's a great memory of mine, man. Shout out to everyone that was there.
That's crazy.
Shout out to the Kappas of Compton. All them niggas, man. It was a great time.
Speaking of Kappas, speaking of,
can we just veer away from the D9 conversation after this? Like,
all right,
I feel like I'm gonna say the wrong thing. And
all right, no. You good. I was only gonna that's cool.
Get your shit off. Go ahead.
Nah, but I was gonna say like I think for me, I'm a sway the conversation of that. But I was gonna say like I think people never really knew who Mustard, like, I think we knew, but didn't know who Mustard really was until, like, I've obviously Kendrick, like, posts.
Yeah, there's like, a lot of new Mustard fans.
But I'm like, y'all don't understand that Mustard is literally a fucking legend. Dog had that shit on lock.
Niggas, I think people like to get on Mustard trying to say he has no range because he had his own sound. But Mustard has so many versions of himself. The same way a Pharrell is different with the Jay-Z versus how he is with a Slim Thug versus how he is with the Khalees. There's different sounds. Mustard has worked with Nipsey. Mustard has his own sound with Nipsey.
He's worked with Charlie XCX.
He has his own like language with a YG. He has his own language with bro, niggas make fun of it, but Kid Ink, he has his own language with Kid Ink.
Ty Dolla $ign
was crazy. Tyga went crazy. Tyga was going crazy with the allegations. That's
so was Chris Brown.
I was trying to avoid Chris Brown. Niggas had a whole tape. I was like, fuck. This shit go. I love Ayo. Moving on.
Yo, I totally forgot that song existed.
Yo, that shit go crazy. That shit, I'm sorry, bro. I was a kid like, man, he's a terrible guy, but hey, yo, this shit go crazy. Nah, that's real shit.
You know, I forgot that Chris Brown and Tyga had 2 collab albums.
I didn't know they had 2.
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
See, that's how you know the West Coast is its own thing, because the fact that niggas wanted the sequel, like, that's super West Coast. Like, nigga, I did not know.
It's so wild.
That's fire though. But no, that the West Coast just in general is like a big thing that we were talking about. You know what I'm saying? That was like a predicting thing we didn't realize was a predicting thing. But do you have any memory of anything else? Because I was gonna ask, what have you been into lately that isn't really bubbling right now, or it doesn't? You don't gotta be niche. It's
or just like music, just music and music wise.
We was talking about D'Angelo a lot today.
We were talking about D'Angelo, but that was because I was trying to like I guess I wanted to give you like some music history and stuff like that about like.
You think I don't know voodoo, nigga?
No, not
This
that.
is Jay.Gov, nigga.
Right,
No, I'm
bro.
saying.
But nah, for me, I guess what I've been into lately, like if it's not my like deep appreciation and like obsession with West Coast music, but also, McGee.
Shout out McGee.
Yes.
Shout out to McGee.
And it's not because I'm trying to get my guitar to sound like him. I want to sound like I'm trying to be, you know, I want my production style to be sounding like him. No.
Yeah.
It's the fact that we now have another guitar hero that's not John Mayer anymore.
Yeah, another instrumentalist, like someone that is good at an instrument.
And makes a really, really good music, you know? And so, like, for me, like, and actually, you know what's funny? Me and my friend Leo, who I went to college with, shout out Leo, who I went to college with, we had this whole conversation about how I was like, he was like, I was trying to prove to the point that John Mayer wasn't as like is overrated, and then he was like, he's like the last standing guitar hero we have, and he was like, you can't really say that, bro.
Bro, Steve Lacy is a guitar hero.
Okay.
Move on. I can't even look at
No, bro. No disrespect.
He made Lay
Steve
Me
Lacy
Down,
is
Kizzy.
Yeah.
He made Lay Me Down. Give him some respect.
Bro, nah, so
It's cool. You don't got it. It's cool.
no, I mean, the thing about, and you know, the sad thing about this is like, I'm literally sitting here talking about white men playing guitar, bro. Like, that's the other thing.
But get your shit up. McGee is very talented. He's great.
But so, the reason why I've been obsessed over his music is because, one, it's like this reiteration of 80s music that was reminiscent of Genesis, reminiscent of Phil Collins.
When white people got weird. Yeah.
Phil Collins, like Genesis, Sting, The Police, and stuff like that. And like, you know, my parents grew up on all that music and stuff. And like, me hearing that now, the whole time I was trying to like talk to my parents about this album, like this Two Star and the Dream Police, because I was like, y'all, it's literally music that is for us, but it sounds like shit that y'all would listen to back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, I remember showing McGee to my dad.
That's fire.
And being like, hey, like, this doesn't remind you of Sting at all. Doesn't remind you of like Phil Collins.
Please.
I was like, I'm begging, and he was like, oh yeah.
And that's it?
And that's it.
No, that does suck when you try to put your parents on the music, bro.
And I'm like, how do y'all not like this?
I try to put my grandpa on the James Brown because he's Mexican, right? But he loves like old like band. Fez watching. He was playing like, he listens to old big band music that's like Latin. So it may
but that's hard though.
But it's like, nigga, James Brown and the horns and shit, like, you'd fuck with this.
Right, exactly. It would be up your alley.
I tried to play him some shit, but then, like, he wasn't really listening. He was busy. And then I was like, oh, let me just text it to you. And then my dad's like, he don't really check his phone. I'm like, all right, bro.
It wasn't going to work. It was doomed in the beginning,
It's not
bro.
going to get to bro.
Yeah,
whatever, man. Don't worry. Listen, Down and Out in New York City isn't a fucking amazing song. If he doesn't listen to it, whatever, so be it. But at the very least, Yo Pops gave it a chance.
No, and I think...
And he was like, it's all right.
With a lot of music that I put my dad onto, like, there has been, like, some artists or whatever that he's, like, actually, like, has had connections with and stuff like that.
Who's his favorite that you put him onto? Or at least new. Like, who's his favorite new artist at the very least?
That I put my dad onto?
It doesn't have to be that, but if you have an answer for that, that'd be cool. But if you don't, it's fine.
Well, I guess my favorite... okay, to answer the first question.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite new artist... Damn.
Oh, no, I meant who is your dad's favorite that he put you onto? That's
who's my dad? Oh, my dad's favorite? Okay, so... we're gonna go all the way back.
Okay.
So, when I was in high school, I was middle school, like the end of middle school all the way to high school, I was really into like listening to a whole bunch of indie rock. So, there's this band called Local Natives.
Okay, where?
That like, I was listening to heavy, and I used to play I have vivid memories of like, me and my dad driving me to school like before he had to go to work, and we would play like a lot of that music in the car on the way there, and like it ended up giving us that bond, and like, oh, I can, beforehand it used to be like he would drive me all the way to school, and he would just be like, oh, plug your phone in, because he would want to hear what I want to.
That's so cool.
I would want to listen to every single morning.
That's so fire.
Yeah.
That's
and I mean,
it's
changed. Yeah, it's changed now, because I think like my dad realized that I listen to other shit.
Yeah.
And so now he's
not
like,
shit that he like.
not shit that he likes,
yeah,
but
that's real. That's real. It's like, oh, he's just like, it's fire.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like,
because the thing is, it's like,
I wasn't gonna have an old soul for long.
Nah, yeah, but when you let your kid play music and he only knows music you like, it's basically Spotify Shuffle.
Basically.
It's basically. Oh, I haven't heard this in a minute.
Yeah.
Good shit, son.
But no,
I mean, have you has your dad listened to like Q, the artist Q, at all?
No,
I think that's super 80s, or at least his old shit. He has a new album out that
kind of sounds like, yeah.
It's like different. It's not 80s at all.
No, but that last Q album, I think he would like that too.
Bro, yeah. But he's from Florida. Floridians got a lot of aliens. I just want to say that. I want to get shout out all my Floridians, bro.
Fire.
Shout out to Blue Nightmare. Shout out to Flozig. Shout out to motherfucking Destin Conrad.
Icy Red. Shout out to Icy Red, bro.
Shout out to all them motherfuckers, boy. We got a lot
Isaiah
of
Falls. Shout out Isaiah Falls.
Man, that whole scene, bro.
Yeah.
We got the RnB is crazy in Florida, bro.
Yeah,
Doechii, obviously from Florida. We going crazy, bro.
Exactly. So I think.
So would you say it's the natives?
Yes, it's definitely local natives for sure. I think my dad has had like the most like genuine connection with that music and relating it to me. Got it. So, but I mean, like, I've put him on to so much music, bro. I've put my dad on to like.
It sounds like your dad likes music. Like,
no, my dad, my mom, no, my parents, bro. They're just music lovers.
Instruments though, like I need a bridge.
Yeah,
I need a guitar.
They
want
want
a drum.
They want all of it.
At least one of it.
But but it's crazy because
me and my dad bonded over like Ja Rule and Jay-Z. Like
that's fire though. You know.
My dad, yeah, but
you know what's insane?
This is high school.
You know what's insane? Me and my dad bonded over Kendrick.
That's fire.
Before, but now he's like, oh, J. Cole my favorite rapper. I said,
J. Cole is crazy.
I said J. Cole is wild, Dad.
He failed you. That's crazy. What'd you say?
No, he was like, I don't know. Sometimes it'd be hard to understand Kendrick. I said, all right, now we're sounding.
Now this is where we divert, pops.
I was like, all right, Dad.
Pops. That's so real. But no, I will say though, J. Cole was my favorite rapper at one point in my life. Like, that's 2014 Forest Hills Drive, but like that's right before I listened to Pimp a Butterfly. Right before
you listen to the greatest rap album of all time.
On my soul, on my soul, because like the only Kendrick I knew was Good Kid, Mad City. Amazing album. It didn't hit me like that at age 12. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I like Bad Bitches. That's my fucking problem too. But like it just wasn't my shit.
No, go back and listen to Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh, well, I have. Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. But Forest Hills Drive to me at age 12, I'm like, nigga, this shit way better.
Yeah, I was in the back of my math class crushing over Shorty.
That's what I was doing that.
He talking to
me. That's what I'm saying. But that's the thing. I think J. Cole gets a lot of people off of the relatability. Not a bad thing, not a diss, but his brand is very much relatability. So if you're a young kid coming up and he's rapping about, a pocket full of condoms and an erection, like you feel him. You know what I'm saying? Like I had that crease in my wallet.
That sentence was wild, bro.
Palm sweating, pocket full of rubbers. How do you rap that in front of your niggas in the booth, whatever? But no, he was my favorite rapper. Like I loved my favorite J. Cole song to this day was College Boy.
Oh wow!
Off of the mixtape. Is that the Come Up? One of the mixtapes though.
Or the Warm Up.
And that shit, yeah. He sampled. Not even sampled. He just rapped over a Lil Kim beat. Amazing song, but like I recognize now that it's probably not the best J. Cole song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it just connected to me at a time where I was focused on academics and I also liked women. So I was just like, this is all I know. This is all I know.
Yeah,
you know
basically.
What I'm saying? So shout out to that. Did you ever have a phase where like Kendrick wasn't your favorite rapper and it was someone else, or has it
when I discovered Smino?
The Smino awakening is like it's in the black man canon. The Smino awakening. When you hear was it Black Swan?
It's even further than it was even before that.
Oh,
so look,
Black Jupiter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first Smino song I ever heard in my entire life was Cajun,
Oh shit!
Yeah,
That's a cut.
and
Okay.
I remember replaying it over and over and over and over again. From one of my friends from back in Richmond. Shout out Roy. We used to like bond over like just listening to a whole bunch of like just deep cut rap stuff, and then he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you should check out Smino." He was like, "You should check out this dude named Smino. He's from St. Louis or whatever. Like, he sounds fire." And I was like, "Okay." Little did I know that was gonna give me like that I was gonna become
That's
like
an awakening. Yeah.
yeah, that I had a Smino awakening, and then I was convinced
Yeah.
that Smino was like basically the best sounding. Like, not only I had the best of both worlds. Not only can he like make crazy melodies straight out of wherever,
Bar you up.
but he also bar you the
That's some
fuck
St.
up.
Louis shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
It's
my
like,
god, it's so cool.
That is the thing. Like with Smino, as much as Smino has grown as a creative, he's always been a very complete artist.
Oh, yes.
He's always been musically
Very much so.
inclined. So even like I feel like he discovered his singing voice a lot more on Black Swan. Like that's where he really got into it. He started like experimenting. Like Black Jupiter. Listen, I love the song Black Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? But he grew a lot more into Black Swan, and that's where he started doing like amphetamine and like all that shit. But he's always had that ability to just seamlessly do the in and out shit, and that's just great to see. I love Smino. I think what I discovered him off of was probably like, first of all, he was getting hella features at one point, like just random like features and shit. But I would say the first single Smino song is probably Netflix and Duce, like everyone else. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean it's a really good song.
Amazing song. When he said, "I don't want to make any more songs like that," that hurt my soul. That hurt my soul. Loves me though. You know what I'm saying?
But I get it. But I understand where he comes from.
If it's your biggest song, you don't want to replicate it.
You know what's funny? Schoolboy Q has the same thing, has the same relationship with Hands on the Wheel, because I think I remember one time of watching an interview with Schoolboy Q, and he was like, "Yeah, Hands on the Wheel is like my least favorite song to perform. I do not like doing that song."
It makes sense though, because when Schoolboy talks about that album, he said he was literally chasing a hit. Like he was literally trying to get hits on that album.
Yeah.
That's off the Oxymoron album, right?
No.
Oh, I'm tripping. Is that off the one with the girl's hand, the black and white one?
Yeah. Habits and Contradictions.
Habits and Contradictions. Yeah. Hey, that album got some shit though.
Bro, let me tell you something.
With Sugar Free, that song,
Yeah.
Hotline or something. I don't even know.
Bro, Schoolboy Q. One thing that I will say about the coolest thing about Schoolboy Q that I've always like loved about him is the fact that like he has one of the best rap deliveries I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
And then two,
Very similar tone to Smino actually.
you think so?
This is something I didn't notice. So I didn't realize Smino and Schoolboy Q sounded the same until I listened to The Evils by Sir.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to this, and it's the pocket he chooses. So he's picking this is, and it's Schoolboy Q on the feature, but his pocket in that is very.
Wait, Schoolboy wasn't on The Evils.
Do Malibu, trying to make it the world.
Are you thinking about
Something foreign? Tripping.
Yo, you know what's crazy
What's
about
up?
that? Yo, I was just thinking about that song the other day.
Word?
Yes,
Bro.
I literally, I was like, because for some reason all I heard was the piano the piano chop in it, and I was like, babe, do you? I remember, like, I was literally talking to my girl about it. I was like, babe, do you remember this song? And I'm playing it, and I'm like, mind you, when Sir was putting out those EPs, bro, every single fucking song was crazy.
Sir had such a fucking run.
Yes, bro.
Such
Oh
a
my
fucking
god.
run.
Yo, those
And then-
singles
and
that he
then
put out were crazy.
The singles were insane. Because I'm like, nigga, as soon as this album drop, it's going to be crazy. But then he dropped Chasing Summer.
Yeah.
John Redcorn is one of the greatest R&B songs ever.
Ever. Stamped.
Because when you first hear it, you don't process the lyrics. Just like, this is an amazing melody. This amazing chorus. This is amazing everything. And then you're listening and you're like, alone. Every night alone. And if you really alone, every night alone,
It hits, bro.
it is, bro. Listen, all my capitalistic isolationists, it happens.
Another really good. That's the thing about Sir, bro. He makes really good.
Wait, I do want to ask you though, something foreign. Does that not sound like Smino, bro?
with Schoolboy Q's verse.
Yes. I need you to just enter the song.
Maybe a little bit, but
I thought that was Smino on my soul, bro. I like, cause it's a Smino type pocket. But continue, I'm sorry.
But no, but also
Malibu, even Malibu.
Oh, okay.
Q don't do that.
Okay, yeah,
Q
you're
don't
right.
do that.
You're right. Okay. Well, yeah.
Either way, very different artists. You know what I'm saying? Both some of my favorite artists, but still, yeah.
I mean, for me, like, honestly, I've grown to like. To me, what I've grown to realize is that I love rappers that are very animated and are very just go outside the box and do the weirdest shit ever. Like that's which is why I love Kendrick so much, because people are like, there's some people that like don't like how he does like 50 million voices. I'm like,
Kendrick do it in a cool way,
but
though.
he does it in such a fire ass way, bro.
Bro, Mad City, all hella different voices, but it's so seamless you don't notice it. And then by the time you get to the cut where it's like, wake your punk ass up.
Yeah, and he's like, fresh out of school, I was a high school cat, sleeping at the river, my mama was bad.
Oh
bro,
God.
When you, I really
Kendrick,
feel him like he's like, yeah, when they get to
Kendrick, you see me in the street, he's going
crazy.
crazy.
I'm now and latest to eat, bro. I'm so sorry, but there's nobody that's gonna tell a story like that and like do, and even if he's not doing, maybe he's just rapping his ass off.
Yeah,
like. He does that all the time.
Kendrick's music, his works are so dense. There's messages that aren't the main message of an album that people miss a lot of times.
Yeah,
I
basically.
think one of the most relevant songs that Kendrick has made from To Pimp a Butterfly, since the racial context outside of that, is You Ain't Gotta Lie. You Ain't Gotta Lie is an entire anthem dedicated to young men, telling them to be themselves. And telling them that these clout-chasing ass rappers that fake their image, that fake their toughness, that act as if they're from somewhere they're not from, end up, the culture don't respect you, and come on.
Yeah, bro. Talk about it.
And once the paralegals
that's a sleeper
done,
song on
jealousy,
that.
Complex, oh my God, self-pity, complex, oh my, the loudest one in the room, nigga, that's a complex. Let me bring it back in proper context. Like, he's telling you as a kid to like be yourself, value what is actually true to you, and you don't gotta like asking where the hoes at to impress me, asking where the money bag to
the vet,
like you don't gotta do all that, you know.
Sound
and
like
you
the feds, homie.
Just be your own person, and that's something that is extremely relevant today with any young black man. And if you want to be a rapper, bro, because we're in the music scene, we're nerds, we're nerding out right now, so I'm sure there's a kid that's watching that wants to be a rapper at some point. You don't gotta put up that persona.
Exactly, bro.
You don't gotta put up a persona.
And the other thing too is that I feel like one of the best things in rap that I've realized over the past few years is that, like, you know, I really wish that, like, you know, black men don't have to, that want to pursue careers in rap and just in music, they don't have to tell the most traumatic
up and comer
life, like, soul bearing story, bro. Like, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and even the niggas from those, there's artists that are from that isn't their entire work. Smino's a perfect example. Smino will talk about his upbringing every now and then. He'll talk about someone that died, whether it be like I Deserve, or whether it be like a feature verse like on the Cal Banks song. He mentions it too.
And in Amphetamine too, he was talking about the same shit.
But that's not everything.
Like,
there's life, there's things to be enjoyed, there's emotions to be expressed. It doesn't have to be your entire image.
It was funny when the last show I saw him at, he was like, bro, this last album I put out, he was like, honestly, I just want to have fun, bro. Like,
sounds like it.
Yeah, so he was just like, I just wanted to have fun, like, you know, I love my life right now, like, and I feel like if you love your life right now and you want to talk about shit that's happening to you right now, go for it. Please do that.
Because I promise you, like, that's how Drake made an entire career. Like, he talked about what he was going through in that moment as a nigga that made it and as a nigga that was trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? And as many things as people like to say about Drake, I think Drake has some of the greatest songs, like, you know, in terms of being someone that is self-reflective at a point in time where they feel the most vulnerable. Like, you won't feel me till everybody say they love you when it's not love. And that song, insane. I'm sorry.
Your suit is ox
and
blood.
I cannot relate to it.
Yo, that song is amazing.
It's amazing.
Yes.
They everywhere you choose to be at now, it's just like amazing song. But anyways, I say all that to say, just centering your music around yourself is the best way to go about it, because it's going to be true to the sound.
Yeah, exactly.
But also people are going to relate to it, whether they do or not. It's just like that feeling they can relate to. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's a lot of songs that as a kid I grew up and I internalized, because while I may not have a direct reflection of some of those aspects, like, I recognize the message. Like, for one, You Ain't Gotta Lie. That was a song I took so literally as a kid. Like, growing up, I'm like, I can be myself and that's okay. Like that's fine.
And I think, like, fast forward all the way to now, like young black kids listen to Chromacopia. They listen to Take Your Mask Off.
Yeah, take your mask off.
And they hear that same message.
Yeah, or tell these black kids they can be who they are. Dye
Right.
your hair blue.
Dye your hair
yeah, I
blue,
do it too.
yeah.
It's like that artist taking the time to speak to the youth is always my favorite shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like Ghetto Children by Khalees. Like there's songs that are targeted towards types of people and just young kids doing it.
Right.
And that always resonated with me as a kid. That's always been my favorite shit. Another one is Anything by Jay-Z. That's probably one of my favorite songs ever, just because like he's literally like he takes a moment in the song. The whole song is an expression of his morals. You know what I'm saying? It's like whether it be I don't care how pretty she is, you never liking my girl. That's real shit. That's real shit. Or if there comes a point in your life where you ain't feeling your real dad, put my face on his body. Don't wait for nobody. Don't follow no nigga. That's whole shit, man. Stand on your own too. Do your shit,
Hey,
man. The world is yours. Some girls is nice. Some girls is, I'm not gonna say that part.
Right.
Don't listen to your crew. Do what work for you.
Exactly.
Perfect. Like,
Perfect.
just a perfect
Yeah.
synopsis
Exactly.
of the whole situation.
Exactly.
I think that song to me was something I internalized very much as a kid, and that's why when I hear people talk about hip hop music and black music specifically, how it can be inherently bad, you're not listening for the right thing.
Yo, and I will, and honestly, I will stand on the hill that like when people always talk about how like listening to hip hop or listening to rap will have like you'll have they always think about the negative iterations first. I'm like, yo, hip hop will teach you how to be confident.
Yes.
Will teach you how to be triumphant.
Yes.
Will teach you how to be one. If you're struggling to be somebody that keeps their head on a swivel.
Mm-hmm.
In certain situations, because at some point in our lives we're gonna have to do that, no matter where we come from. One, that's on number 3. Number 4, to be introspective, and especially in this day and age now, when people get to the point when they want to listen to, they have the emotional like stability to listen to albums like Mr. Morale, to listen to
444
Chromacopia. When they get to the point, and speaking of YG, the next album that he's about to
it's about to be crazy. I already know it's about to be super reflective, super insightful.
After he put out 2004, which insane song,
great song.
Mind
you, YG. I'm sorry, this is a derailment. We'll get back to this. I just wanted to make one point.
Go ahead.
YG is like, I think there's such a thing in the African American, just the African diaspora. Black people have an amazing talent of taking a very traumatic or serious story and turning it into the most positive sounding, you can dance to this thing. And I think that's the blackest shit ever.
Yes.
I think YG is amazing at it, right? Whether it be motherfucking Who Shot Me isn't really the happiest thing, but like Sorry Mama, it's like YG's able to take traumatic shit and turn it into a bop, right? I think Dance Hall is an amazing example of that. One, Satisfy Her, it's about a fucking sex worker who dies and she gets STDs.
Isn't that just Egyptian, right?
No, that's Mr. Vegas, I think.
Okay.
Man can't satisfy, she need more wood for it. But you're dancing to this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is another thing in salsa. There's a lot of songs in salsa that are talking about being like a dark-skinned Puerto Rican or Dominican person and not being respected in your own country. Yeah. That's the thing we've always done. And YG 2004, you can dance to that song.
It literally expands mediums, bro.
It's amazing. It's probably one of my favorite songs probably by him. Like it's it's not top 10, but it's definitely top 15 for me for YG songs for sure. Yeah.
Well, and to get on the point of like, telling black kids to be themselves, do whatever the hell they want them to do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna hold you even as a producer, even as somebody that doesn't really identify themselves as an artist anymore and is fully involved in the making of music, that for the making behind the scenes of music for people to share their stories on. I want to tell for a message to any black kid watching this, bro. I want to tell every single one of y'all, if y'all want to be a producer, please go tell your parents to go cop Logic Pro X for you. Please go tell your parents to go get you that FL Studio, bro. The world is at your fingertips.
Go to Guitar Center and just walk around.
If you want to sample a Paramore song, sample the fucking Paramore song, bro. Yeah. If you want to sample if you want to sample any song that people said have been oversampled for years, do it.
Absolutely.
Do it. Because you want to know why? It's the most hip hop shit to sample, and don't don't let anybody else tell you different.
Yeah, real shit, bro. I think fuck Post Malone. I think like
Fuck Post Malone.
I really do think that musicality and hip hop coming in at the same time where education budgets were getting cut, less instruments were coming to black people, less accessibility to making music the way it was for years and centuries. That to me, that's divine intervention.
Yes.
To me, that's beautiful that as soon as we were losing resources because of the crack epidemic and because we just wanted to have fun and we weren't having drum kits anymore, we were getting saxophones in school, we weren't having access to these jazz instruments anymore, came hip hop. That's beautiful to me.
It's so beautiful,
I think,
bro.
and I think like, I think what I hated, I dreaded the black men in college discussion as much as I did. I think it opened the conversation to what we need in schools and what we need in terms of resources. And we need instruments for these kids, bro. We need drum kits. We need drum sets. We need clubs. We need to be more encouraging for kids to learn because, like, I'm someone that cares about the genre. And as hip-hop becomes more and more replicated and as more and more people are going to try to buy from it as a business venture, I think not to revive, but what can help hip-hop remain consistent to its community is if people learn a bit more about musicality and if people are introduced to music at a younger age. Because now you're not trying to replicate the motherfucker on SoundCloud that everyone likes, you know what I'm saying,
exactly.
that all the pretty girls listen to. You're listening to other music and you're making actual music. That now it's your own ear, it's your own sound.
See, one thing about me is that, like, being a producer, I'm in love with music. I'm a music lover first before I'm a producer.
Yeah.
So I take valuable time listening. Like, whenever, just earlier today, like, me going through YouTube listening to samples, bro.
We did a whole deep dive on D'Angelo's Voodoo and all the musicians and,
Right.
and Tony and the what's his name? Jubu Smith. All the instrumentalists involved with some of my favorite R&B albums.
Records,
and
yeah.
it goes deep. But these are like people that have careers, are legends, aren't in front of everybody, but have so much respect in the industry because
should have their flowers deserved.
And they're talented.
Yes.
Very talented instrumentalists. So yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I feel like, just to add on to that point anyway, like, I feel like, everybody in talks of, like, having the music and the musicality be at the forefront of everything you do. Like I said before, I'm a music lover before I am a producer. I listen to the music for the art of the music before I sit down and I want to create something else out of it.
Yeah.
So, like, every sample that I listen to, I literally, I contextualize where that record comes from. I contextualize what was. I've sampled 90s. I've sampled 80s and 90s gospel. I grew up listening to Dave Matthews Band, listening to so many different types of music and stuff like that. And, like, I just have anything that I contextualize in my music, that I sample in my music, that I put in my music is a direct like
piece of you,
piece of my upbringing, a direct piece of music that I was either appreciative or grew up on every single time. That's why my sound is so, like, indicative of. That's why when my art starts to get out there, for real, people will be like, "Oh, that's Uncle Kizzy."
Oh, for sure.
And they'll know.
For sure. Listen, bro. And I know you're saying your original music, and I'm excited for that to become more of a consistent thing that we see in the public eye. But also, like, just off of the flips, we can see that. We can tell, bro. Like, we can tell off of whether it's your own beat, whatever you're mixing. It's like what you're doing is so rooted in a culture that every time I see a video of yours, whether it's like the biggest thing in the world or it's not, everyone in the comment sections is like celebrating the fact that it exists.
Yes.
Not even like, yo, this is good. Like, yo, this is insane, or how'd you think of this?
There's a lot of people in my comments that actually talk about, like, something that's, like, related to the music. They'll be like, "Oh, what do you know about this sampling whatever I'm doing?" Or they're like, you're using this song and this is a
flip of this,
or this is a memory I have from the first time I listened to the song from, a grand time. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people in my comments talk about, like, the appreciation they have for the music I pull from.
That's my favorite thing about YouTube, and I think we underrate how old social media is sometimes.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about YouTube is when you go to a random song from, like, the 1970s, and you'll see a random man talk about how he's 60 years old, and the comment is from 8 years ago, and it's the top comment, and he's like, this song reminds me of whenever I went to the spring formal with my wife, my now wife, and how happy we were and what she means to me and stuff. It's like, that is so beautiful to see, and it's like that personal accounting of music, we rarely see that happen much anymore.
Exactly.
What's talked about. Feds watching. A lot of times they talk about, you know what I'm saying, the drama, but I think like actual musical talks is always a crucial thing that's necessary because it's a part of you for everyone. It's a part of that person, whether they, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like, and I also feel like having conversations about the music in general is something that's lost in music journalism nowadays. I feel like, especially in hip hop, bro.
Okay,
you're totally fine. Especially in hip hop, bro. Like, I don't know a genre in hip hop, or I don't know a genre that doesn't talk about anything but the music but hip hop nowadays.
That's I will, you know what I'm saying? I think hip hop cares so much about itself, right? And I think like because it's tied to a separate culture, and because we don't have instruments, because it's all we have now. Hip hop is almost all we have. We are capable of making anything we want.
Exactly.
But I feel like a lot of people feel like hip hop is like all we have in the sense of like accessibility. Hip hop is the most accessible genre. So because of that, we're so passionate about making sure that like we talk about these things critically, whether it's popular or not. There's always a community for it. And maybe that's with every genre. Maybe I'm just not a part of these genres directly. But with hip hop, we care so much about the elements. You still see old heads talking about it. And it's a young genre. That is my favorite thing. Because it doesn't matter. And this is the thing. People like to paint rappers and producers a certain way. But then, and it's become a point where now they'll act as if they'll be surprised that an artist chose a sample of a song and be like, what you know about this? These people are musicians. Like, these people's living is listening to the music, understanding the history of the music. And so I saw a Plague Boy Max stream with Cash Cobain. And you see Cash Cobain pulling samples from here, pulling beats from here, bongos from here, dance hall, motherfucking yacht rock, like random shit. And people are like, yo, how does Cash Cobain loves music. Every producer that you know is a bigger nerd than you. That's just a fact,
bro. And then you know it's funny. Speaking about Cash Cobain, I don't know if you watched the Rhythm Roulettes.
Oh wait, I haven't seen that.
Okay, so Mass Appeal.
Oh, Wu-Tang members? Is this what you're talking about?
Well, the Massive. I don't know if they own it, but like Mass Appeal, that YouTube channel. Yeah. They do something called. There's a video series they do called Rhythm Roulette, where they get a producer, they blindfold them, and then they have them pick out 3 records from a record store, and then they have to make a beat out of one of those records that they pulled out.
Word.
So, Cash Cobain, this season of the series, they had Cash Cobain do it, and everybody was shitting on Cash Cobain because they were like, "Oh, like what beat is he making? Like, what?" And mind you, a lot of Rhythm Roulette like community, all they want to hear is fucking boom bap all the time.
Yeah.
And all they want to hear is boom bap. They're like a bunch. It's like a bunch of hip hop purists. Yeah. But I'm like, yo, y'all don't understand. Y'all are shitting on a nigga that made an entire subgenre, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say. I think a lot of people underrate what it takes to make something new in music.
Yes,
like,
bro.
I don't think people understand it. We were talking about this earlier during the analog era before we had drum machines and shit like that. Like Songs in the Key of Life was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy for some people. Every Prince album was like a new Kanye album for people.
Yeah,
because these people are making something so fucking weird and new sounding off of shit that's existed for hundreds of years. So for someone now in the modern age where we have AI, where we have biters, where we have people that are sampling everything that are samples of samples and don't care about a genre, to make something new in the internet age now is some of the most difficult things you can do.
Fun fact, Prince
self-titled?
No.
Oh.
You're good.
That album's amazing.
Prince taught himself how to play.
Yeah.
I might be getting the number wrong, but 27 instruments. He's a fucking alien.
He's a fucking alien. He reminds me of Cat Williams. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he lied about some of the instruments, but yeah, he definitely. I mean,
if he lied, whatever. It's
nigga,
believable to me.
I'm sure he learned 20.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
Prince is amazing. That self-titled album is amazing. There's a lot of albums I can nerd about.
Oh, Prince's self-titled is amazing. That's that's a pivotal record.
I don't think niggas understand how crazy it is to have a debut album. Well, nah, is that even his debut? He had an album before that.
He had an album before that,
but for your second album to have "I Want to Be Your Lover,"
oh my god,
or "It's Gonna Be Lonely," no one talks about "It's Gonna Be Lonely."
Something. "I Want to Be Your Lover." If you're a guitarist that plays R&B, that is like a staple record to play.
We need more guitarists in R&B. We need more instrumentalists. There's only look, bro. We have Thundercat. We've had Thundercat for a long time. we have McGee now.
Well, it's not that they're not. It's not that they're not.
No,
the forefront.
they are still pushing shit forward. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, we're eventually gonna need new versions of these people.
Exactly.
Thundercat wants to see more Thundercats.
No, yeah, he definitely wants to see the next crazy ass bass player.
Thundercat is from a long lineage of amazing jazz musicians that come from LA. They foster it in the same places. It's like a whole culture there.
Exactly.
So I'm sure the next Thundercat does exist and is probably from
it is
there.
probably, yeah.
But we need people globally to just try to pick up something and learn it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you feel or not, bro. I'm trying to learn piano soon. Like, I'm telling you, like, this shit's serious, bro. Yeah.
No, it's facts. I think, it's funny, like, talking about musical lineage, my godfather, his brother, Rich Harrison.
Go. I can talk about this all day.
And I don't think y'all understand, like, I think when I say this, people be thinking I'm, like, flexing for no reason. No, I'm flexing because I care about this shit, bro.
Yes.
Like, Crazy in Love, A-Marie's entire
album.
first album.
Amazing.
One Thing, Freakum Dress.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure there's another Beyonce song in there. There's a couple J-Lo hit. There's a couple J-Lo hits. But yes, mind you, that is DC. That is go-go music being put at and that's part of my musical lineage, bro.
It's beautiful. You was a baby witnessing greatness.
Exactly.
You was in the booth.
Bro, my
on it.
my godfather literally told me, he was like, I literally have vivid memories of me in the basement of my brother's crib playing a game, and your dad brought you. He was like, your dad brought you all the way down to the basement and let you watch A-Marie record this album with Rich.
That is so insane. I just want to say, Rich Harrison, one of my favorite like R&B producers from that era. Like, that entire A-Marie's run, those two albums are fucking amazing to me. Like, Rich Harrison specifically, because there's artists. What's unfortunate about being a producer that makes your own sound sometimes niggas treat it like a trend.
Yeah.
Sometimes niggas are on it and off it because of, and I think especially then, the music industry was so fickle and it was more so industry ran. So, like, I don't think we got to see Rich Harrison become as dominating of a force as he could have been. But, like, even outside of the A-Marie and Beyonce shit, he's produced a lot of songs that don't sound like that.
Yeah.
But that sound and that go-go shit that he did with it is amazing, bro. Like, I
amazing.
can talk about this shit all day.
I will tell you, like, One Thing, that song follows me around everywhere I go, bro.
Oh,
like, yes.
It's like when you walk in a room and start playing. When Uncle Kizzy walk in the club, you hear One Thing.
One Thing all the time. Bro, for real, like, I'm telling you, like.
Shout out my nigga longboarding off the screen. That's all right.
So no, but for real, like, for me, bro,
Yeah.
like, there's just a couple records that are just like, when I talk about One Thing by Angel, like, bro, I don't understand, like, that record makes you so much to me, and not only does it look real to me, and there's like history's baptism behind that record. He has all, like, it's,
We could go off some of the songs that he did, bro. Yeah, Crazy in Love. Why Don't We Fall in Love?
that's what I go, man. I'm going to
And sipping off a little, we can always like when you get a little guilty, your baby like Ludacris is so freaky, but he went crazy on that shit, bro. You got Can't Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Kelly Rowland, Soldier, Destiny's Child, you know what I'm saying? Sugar Mama, crazy song, you know what I'm saying? You got Take Your Hand, Usher. I'm telling you, Rich is a legend, bro. Got it out there. Rolling Down My Bass is an amazing song. You ready to have that song? It has the sax sample. Papery. You gotta listen to that. We're gonna play it after this. But no, Rich Harrison, absolutely much flowers in. Much love to DCE. DCE had probably to be one of the most culturally diverse lineages of music. Yeah. So regardless, like, go-go is a big thing, yes. But like, just the modern artists but like every major artist that comes out of DC for the most part sounds different.
Well, also, see, we need more history. DC also has had their own like cult. They're actually a lot of black, because the people don't understand, like, black people created all this shit, but also black people created companies. So, and not only that, it's in DC specifically, and I'm pretty sure it was either us or like what we got with him. Bands like Bad Brain, bands like
Bad Brain. Yep.
bands like the Deluxe, yeah, these black ass punk bands. It was in DC.
Yeah.
It was in DC. It was in New York.
Can you restate that? Sorry, I think the audio cut out. Just bands like
Death and Bad Brains.
Bad Brains. Shout out to Bad Brains. Bad Brains. They was the very flashy group, if I remember correctly, right? They had the outfits. They had the. Am I tripping?
I think you might be tripping.
I think you might be another band.
Else, yeah.
But shout out to Bad Brains. Shout out to motherfucking.
You might be thinking. No, you're thinking of In Living Color.
Something, bro.
Cult of Personality in Living Color.
No, not even Cult of Personality. Not even them. I was watching a whole black punk documentary.
Oh, fire!
And so like I remember some of this, but that was a group that was rediscovered, right? They dug up this, not dug up. It's not treasure, but they found it later on, and they're like, oh, this shit almost came out. They were almost signed to a big label. Didn't happen. Niggas found it again, and then they were big. They had a whole revival during the analog age. Shout out to Death. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that.
Shout out to Death, bro.
But that's hard. I didn't know DC had such a relevant placement in that. But I guess DC is just a very musical city.
Not only that, I mean, we talk about Go-Go, we talk about Chuck Brown, we talk about Rare Essence, we talk about Experience Unlimited, we talk about.
Keep going.
Bro, I'm telling you, y'all. I'm going to sound like a nerd when this comes out, but I don't give two shits because I care about this shit so much.
No, this was for nerding out. This is
for the heads for
real,
you
try to do your
bro.
knowledge, you know what I'm saying? That's it. No, I do want to say, and I'm gonna leave no elaboration on this. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say, Diaspora by GoldLink, fucking incredible album. I know niggas hate GoldLink. I'm just gonna blur out Uncle Kizzy's face right now because this is just me solo on me. Amazing fucking album. Like when you talk about what happened after and what happened before that album and what he did with mixing all of the diasporas. That's the whole premise, nigga. We're gonna take Afrobeat. We're gonna take motherfucking dance hall. We're gonna take this, and that. Crazy album. Amazing. GoldLink, I know you got your whatever. Niggas don't fuck. It was well deserved. Crazy album. And he got
Not gonna lie, you deserve that, bro.
Oh my God. Shout out Justine Skye. He was winning during that age. Anyways. I do want to kind of close this out with one last nerd session. You know what I'm saying? What we were talking about with Raphael Sadiq and D'Angelo. Yes. Is there anything you want to continue off that you want to get off?
Not only, other than Raphael Sadiq, is them two are the sound of my childhood, from are honestly the pivotal to my musical DNA. I think it's funny because it's so funny because us talking about how I'm so obsessed and appreciative of this West Coast sound. It's because I was literally listening to Tony.
Oh my God,
and
bro, what?
It's because I was literally grew up around Tony and Raphael Sadiq's music my entire life. My mom and dad loved his sound, brought that sound into mine, and I think him being from Oakland and being from the Bay makes sense that me hearing that music beforehand all comes circling back to why I love West Coast music so much. So that's all I literally have to say.
Heavy on that, man. I just want to say, being the guy that you made motherfucking It Never Rains in Southern California on your motherfucking debut album, having bro, making a song like the one with DJ Quick on House of Music, that rock and roll shit, we're gonna do that fusion. You're a genius. To have Cranes in the Sky just in your hard drive, there.
Yes.
I didn't know where we were going with it. It was just I thought it was a good beat. I thought this would fit some lines.
Producers, never sleep on your beats that you don't like.
Search that fucking hard drive. Not in that way, but you know what I mean. Amazing shit. I just think Raphael Sadiq is one of our geniuses that gets, I think, underplayed sometimes, but he's contributed so much. It doesn't matter how often people say his name. You're going to hear it.
Exactly.
Amazing artist. And yeah, bro, I appreciate you joining me in this episode, man. We nerded out like a motherfucker, out on audio platforms soon, man. I appreciate y'all for watching. Shout out to Uncle Kizzy. You want to plug anything, bro?
Follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, TikTok and Instagram at Uncle.Kizzy.
Man.
That's where you'll find me.
Where? Peace, man.
Also, Linktree, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. Please buy my music.
Please.
If you want to support a producer. Buy the music.
What's your favorite flip, by the way, that you've made so far?
Probably my Leon Thomas one.
Okay, where that shit fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's probably like you did a flip with Gunna on like a dance hall beat or like on a like reggae beat.
Oh yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
All right, bro. I'll catch you, man.
Thank you, man.
Fake ass nigga.
Niggas still tipping Carol. She with a P in the leg, the condo. We bout to eat Maggiano. Up in the P house, I'm beaming on narcos. Thinking I should take the Bronco. OJ, gotta go get it tomorrow. I'm selling out the Apollo. Inside my body is hollow. Turn up, don't wreck, get your phones out the ghetto. You know that was